1, 2, 3, SCB! I'm not drinking a Coke. I'm drinking a Super Eurobeat 250. Refreshing.
Alright guys, welcome back to MandieNRG with Phil. Phil. And me secondary, and I'm Mandie.
Energy.
Mandie.
Energy.
It's Mandie.
It's not Mega Man. It's Mega Energy Man.
So welcome back to my channel today. I have Phil with me. I promised you a Phil. I brought a Phil.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be Phil?
Phil.
So you've just been filled in.
Super Phil?
Super Euro Phil.
Alrighty guys, well, I'm gonna spare you the long intro.
USA.
Please. I'm gonna spare you the long intro because God only knows how many times I've had long-winded intros here on this channel, with many more to come, I'm certain. But this will not be one of them. Today we will be reviewing Super Eurobeat 250 together.
250.
250 CDs. Plus...
Actually, that's wrong because this one came with 3 CDs, so there's more than 250 CDs because some came with multiple CDs. Sorry, it's shiny and distracting.
We both got the ones with stickers because we got the first press release.
This was gifted to me by a very, very beautiful person.
Who was that person?
I don't know. And I got the sticker. Hot item, hot commodity. It was her that got this. Got me the sticker. Thank you.
The sticker.
Yeah.
So today we'll be reviewing Super Eurobeat 250, which was released on September 26th, 2018, and to date is the conclusion of the Everlasting Dance Tracks Super Eurobeat series,
Which had 250 compilations. I don't remember. There's 250 songs.
There are.
Yeah. The very observant people are going to review the album for you right now.
So today Phil and I are going to be reviewing Super Eurobeat Volume 250. We have, I feel, knowledge. A wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
I concur with that sentiment. So we're going to begin into it. We have 3 CDs here. We have, and I'm going to read it from the back. We have Super Eurobeat Volume 250 Anniversary Hits 200 tracks plus J Euro Super Hits 50. That's a mouthful. Disc 1, The History of SEB, selected by Max Matsuura. Disc 2, The Legend of SEB, selected by DJ Boss or YN Co Limited. Disc 3, J Euro Super Hits 50.
Selected by no one.
No one!
No one. There's
It's
no
irrelevant.
name.
No one. Okay, so before we get going with the review, thanks for popping in to watch. Mandie, Phil, Mandie. Like the video.
Subscribe.
Yeah, that. Ring
So you
the bell.
get the notification.
So without any further ado, let's get into reviewing Super Eurobeat Volume 250. Alright, so today in this review, I am bringing you a bunch of information about the CDs. We're going to have to break it down by disc because there are 3 discs on here, so we're going to start out right now with Disc 1.
The History of Super Eurobeat.
As selected by Max Matsuura.
Yep. First track is Bad Desire by EC.E. My favorite rendition of FCF's version.
So Phil, what's your opinion initially on the song selection for the first disc, as selected by Max Matsuura?
The guy who picked it, the CEO, like, I guess he liked Eurobeat when it was first popular, and then was just kind of like, let's not even put in a song from, like, what was the years you had? Like
1998.
Yeah, like and then you think, okay, that makes sense because you have a second CD, but
yeah. So the first CD, like he said, is about 1990 to 1998. And that's it. There's no songs after 1998. And as Super Eurobeat ended in 2018, September of 2018, there's a good 20 years of music.
Content. They're really good music too.
Yeah, some really good music that's missing in action. MIA.
There's also another error on the on the first disc, where they quote on track 61's Season by King and Queen, but it's actually the Bronx Sales version. Oopsie.
They did an oopsie.
Oopsie!
They did an oopsie.
Oopsie!
And for those wondering what, that song, the King Queen version, only appeared, from my understanding, because Eurobeat Prime is down, from the King and Queen solo album. So it's lying to you. I wish I could work for Avex Trax as their quality control, because I'd catch these, because I caught these immediately.
So as far as the actual track selection goes, outside of its nitpicking, the song selection from 1990 to 1998 is actually very good. God, what are the songs I really enjoyed seeing on here? Bye Bye Baby by Max Covery. I have to tell you, I hadn't heard that song for years. And when I heard it on this, I went, oh, I forgot about that. And I've been playing it ever since.
I was like that, except for Is For You. I used to listen to that song a lot.
Yeah, Is For You by Pamela. There's a bunch on here that I either still listen to, and it's just pleasant to see them kind of re-emerge out of nowhere, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Or just songs that have kind of fallen to the side. Not bad, just fallen to the side. But have them come back on an album again.
Yeah.
An album that seems to have sold fairly well, considering the series' recent history.
Yeah.
Did you notice the speed of the songs throughout the CD?
No.
They're all pretty true to their original form.
That's good.
Like the extended sound of it, they're not sped up. They're not
the BPM.
Yeah, they're not sped up or anything. They're all pretty much presented, just cut out of their original song. So you do actually hear the artist's voice, you hear the proper production value of the song in it. And that's really nice to hear, because you don't hear that with a lot of older songs put on recent compilation albums.
Mm-hmm. But on the downside, for people who don't know the music too much, it's 100 tracks per CD, the first 2 discs at least, so you're not really getting too much of the song, and on the first disc you're really only getting the synth and the chorus.
Yeah, you're getting approximately like 35 to 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Which isn't much, like he said. And as we're talking about this, the editing or the mixing is so-so, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
Would you feel it's fair?
It's just plain and regular. There's not like the extra pizzazz or cuts they do, or mixing in different songs in different titles, different lyrics from they pull different samples from different songs, everything.
It's like listening to Super Eurobeat Volume 30.
When they're just first figuring out that they can do it like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. No, that's how I would compare it, because when I first listened to 250 a few months ago, I then went on YouTube and I tracked down some really old CD compilations, and I listened to them. I own some, and I listened to some online, and this is SEB20, SEB30 non-stop mixing. This is not heavily modified or heavily mixed. It just kind of ends, and then another song starts.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not bad mixing, like it's mixed like together well. There's no like, you don't hear any like, oh, that sounds so bad in between transitions, but transitions are just pretty much there to take you from the first song to the next song to the next song.
Something else I noticed about this first CD is, did you notice that Space Boy by Dave Rogers is on it?
Yes, I did notice it's on there.
Track number 75 is Space Boy by Dave Rogers. And I have to tell you, I almost find it to be an egregious sin, an unforgivable sin, that they put Space Boy and Kingdom of Rock. That's just kind of a secondary thought. But Space Boy without Deja Vu doesn't seem right.
You're thinking about it in more of like an internet culture meme sense. But they did put Running in the 90s, so...
Something else I'd like to point out as well, about the first disc as well, is that it has a lot of songs by an original Eurobeat artist called Gino Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So Gino Korea is a total old school Eurobeat singer. He passed away in 1997, but he was very active from 1990 to 1997, the first 8 years of the genre's creation. He did a lot of work with Time Records and with ABC Studios. And it's really nice to see on a newer Super Eurobeat compilation album, on an anniversary compilation.
The final compilation
on
album.
the final compilation album, so many songs that have the voice of Gino Korea, who was one of the most important original singers. I feel that's a fair assessment, don't
It
you?
is fair.
Yeah.
Hwhat's your favorite song on the first CD from him?
Oh.
Be my baby tonight!
Alrighty, so we're going to tell you some of the songs that we really enjoyed on this CD. And fact of the matter is, I actually like a lot of these songs. I'm not
Same
gonna
here.
lie. Like, The first CD is pretty solid as far as song selection.
Yeah, it's just the time span of when it was selected is kind of sad, but the selection of songs itself is good.
Yeah, we're happy with that, but we're going to note some of the songs that we personally enjoyed and we're happy to see on this first CD. Would you like to go first?
Yes, and
Governor?
I want to be your Superman. I have it on vinyl. That's why I like it.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
I wanna be your lover, baby.
Nothing's Gonna Take My Love From You by
that's
Karen.
a good song.
It is a good song.
She has a really pretty voice.
Love is Danger, but that's just because that's like one of my favorite Eurobeat songs.
Is Love Danger, though?
Then Tell Me Why. If love is danger, tell me why I feel so hot. Oh, Radio by Salt and Pepper by Domino.
Not Salt and Pepper.
No, just Salt and Pepper.
Specifically.
That was 4, so my 5th song out of all these songs I love so much. So I'm just gonna say, Save Me Killing My Love, I Wanna Dance, One Night in Arabia, Yesterday, Boom Boom Fire, Burning Desire, Love Generation, Stay, and Nightfire.
Okay, so I'm going to be more precise than he is. And the songs that I personally really, really love that are on this CD, and again, I like pretty much this whole track list. There's not a song on here I'm really just like, it's bad. But I really love Dark in the Night by Myo and Co. It's ever since I heard that song, I initially heard Dark in the Night 2004.
I like that version.
I do too, but I like the original as well. And I've loved it. I love the remix, the 2004. I just love the song. I also really love Night and Day by Mr. Groove, or Thomas Marn. I've just always liked that song since I first heard it because of Initial D music. There are like 5 Thomas Marn songs, and if I was allowed to like duet them with somebody, I would duet Night and Day.
If you could sing.
I can sing!
Well, you can functionally like sing. It's not like you can't like physically do it.
I love Tora Tora Tora. I think you agree with that as well.
I didn't even say that. I have a tattoo of it.
What is Love by Mike Scanner. A great old Eurobeat classic. Fantastically made. I love the remix version of it.
Which one?
What is love?
Oh.
What is love? What is real affection to? Wanna love? Because your love is a picture in my mind. And then I love Kiss to Kiss by Mako. I've always liked that song.
Yeah.
My 6th song, because I couldn't make up a mind.
You couldn't make up a mind. Baby, make up your mind!
And my final selection is, because you did so many, is Burning Desire by MandieNRG.
Why?
It's a burning desire.
It's burning me, takes my heart and my soul. Whoa, whoa.
So Phil, does that conclude?
Yes. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Okay, so I think that covered disc 1. Do you feel that's a fair assessment?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate disc 1?
I would have to say 6.5. Just because I was expecting more in the mixing, and although the song selection was really good within the era they chose, I expected it to be broader. It's just not how I would have done it.
I think that's fair. I actually agree with that pretty much. I'd say a 7. I feel like the mixing could have been better. You know, like I said, it's a feel-back throw to SCB 200 or to...
What?
Get rid of one of those zeros. It's a throwback feeling to SCB 20 or 30. And obviously with the technology changing since 1992, 1993, I feel like they could have done a better job non-stop mixing it. Moving on to disc 2.
Every song needs more MandieNRG Man rapping on it.
Super Eurobeat, come on, dance night and do the Super Eurobeat tonight for me. Everybody singing out.
Disc 2, The Legend of Super Eurobeat, selected by DJ Boss, or
He's a
Y and
boss.
Co. I'm more confused about how the track list was selected for this, because it was just like, oops, we forgot about a whole era of Eurobeat after 2009, let's reserve the last 10 songs for it.
Yeah. You know, let's start with some positive thoughts.
Okay, it has Eurobeat,
It has Eurobeat.
and
Lots of
actually,
Eurobeat.
like, really good songs.
Some really great songs. Yeah. And it's better mixed than disc 1.
There's variety. What they do on these types of CDs that have 100 songs is that they can either put in like 35 seconds of each song, or they'll like be a little adventurous and put like 15 seconds of one song and 45 of another and mix it up a little bit, and they did that on this CD, so
Yay!
yay!
It was fun!
The song selection is a bit more niche, I found, than on the first disc. in my opinion. A lot of these songs you're not going to be seeing on many compilations, especially at the beginning of the mix.
I agree. Yeah, like Take It Easy by Derek Simmons.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my goodness.
I forgot.
There is other music other than Delta and A, Beat, C, and Time. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
As Phil said, there is a lot of jumping around on the CD. Like, the eras are chronological, so you go from oldest to newest track. But it just, like, jumps. And you get a lot of songs from 1994, you get a lot of songs from 1996, you get a lot of songs from 2008, and then it jumps.
And then you get Monkey Dance 09, and then it, like, falls off the cliff. I'm sad that Ken Blast didn't make it.
So like we said, there's kind of some real era jumping going on. It's not necessarily horrible, it's just that a lot of the songs, as he already said, are really niche, and you're kind of just popping around, and then you get to the last 10, 11 tracks, and it's like, these are the bigger Eurobeat songs from the last 10 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Congratulations!
And I'd rather have seen it more balanced throughout both CDs.
Something else I'd like to point out is, as much as I do love Maurizio on Eurobeat CDs, I love him as Nico, Max Covery, Running in the 90s, David Essex, Dijo, but there are 5 tracks in a row on this specific CD that are all Maurizio. Back to back to back. 47 to 51. You know, I don't mind it, but considering it's the last volume in the series as of right now, I don't know if I like that decision because there are so many other songs, and as we've already covered, some of these songs are really niche, and that's fine, but again, considering it's the last volume, I don't know if it's the best choice.
Super Eurobeat 500.
If it was Super Eurobeat 500, that'd be 25 years from now. Going back to this, 1998, 1999, because of the whole Night of Fire.
Night of Fire.
I keep saying nights, I can't get nights out. Night. It's a one
Just one night.
I know back in 1998 and 1999, Night of Fire by Nico was a very big deal. It continued from 1998 to about 2001 being a big thing in Japan, and quite frankly, it still is. And so I understand why Nico and Maurizio are all over this CD, but considering against last volume, I feel like there could have been more variety potentially presented here.
Showcasing other singers, other artists, other aliases of other, I guess.
Well, not even that. It's a matter of there are certain Eurobeat singers not even present on either of these CDs that should be.
Like who?
To name 3 singers not present on the CD, we have Fastway, who does have a part in a go-to song, but Fastway should have had one solid song.
What song do you think you should have had?
Probably number 1.
I agree.
History.
Or Fire in the Rain by Dust.
You get our drift. There's also Kaio.
Domino Sun?
Yeah.
I thought, or did I confuse that? Oh yeah, it was Cole. Simon Cole.
So Kaio is not present on this CD either, which is...
But some of his genes are present in 2 other individuals throughout both CDs.
Yes, but Federico is not. And he has, in the last 10 years, contributed a lot to Eurobeat. And I feel like it would have been appropriate to give at least like one song with him featured or something.
I would have liked to have seen Knack 5.
Knack 5 would have been cute. And it's kind of more of a niche song. As much as maybe some people... No, I think most people would agree with me. Manuel.
Oh, he's not on here. Oh, that's sad. He was like a pinnacle of Eurobeat from like the 140s onward, so... Shame on you, DJ Boss and Max Masura. What kind of Eurobeat fans are you? Nobody liked his car.
Oh, I think the CD got a great start with Start by De Niro. Did you get my funny?
I did.
Because it started.
I like New Day, actually. New Day's coming, and I will be there because New Day's coming. New Day, New Day.
Something else just to note here is that the absence, or not the absence, the lack of more Mauro Farina, for me is kind of disheartening because he is one of the original faces in Eurobeat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those people that really started with the genre. Boom, 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 shoot you like a bomber.
Walkie Talkie.
Oh, it's a great song!
Oh!
What would I do without my walkie?
Talkie!
Get him. Anyway, my point is that you cannot have one of these CDs and underrepresent Mauro Farina. He's too important to the genre. Now, something positive we want to say is Honey Hime had We Want to Have It All on the CD.
Yeah, yay. They're so cute. That's awesome that they made it on here.
Made me very happy. Good job, Sinclair Style. Good job, Honey Hime. It came out about a year ago in December 2017. Made it on Super Eurobeat. I want to say it was 246, the final full album. And on 250 at track.
Almost there.
At track 95. So way to go, Honey Hime. Now, we have to talk about the conclusion of this CD, Loving Eurobeat. How do you think the CD concluded? Yeah, that pretty much summed up my thoughts.
I don't
Yeah.
know the song too well. I only know it from this.
I feel like there could have been some additional mixing done going into Loving Eurobeat. I feel
out
like
of it.
I think there could have been some more climactic build-up exiting the song, ending the CD. And it didn't. It just sort of ended. And it's not a bad song. I don't dislike Loving Eurobeat, but I feel like the mix that was done by DJ Boss was not his best work. So Phil, what are some of your favorite songs presented here on this disc?
I love Monkey Dance 09, Wyanko featuring Domino, Never Ending Night, and Let It Rain are tied because they're by the same person. I could go with all the Domino songs. Cyber Dance is a really good Go-Go Girl song that I absolutely love. Jungle Night by A-Beat Power is really good. Burning Like a Flame, My Sweet Banana, those two together. Mixed together. I don't know, it's just how it was mixed. I saw you with lots of other girls and you tried to deny it.
Oh, yes. Okay, so the songs on here that I really like, and I'm gonna go from disc 1 to 100. I'm just gonna work my way
Track 1
that
to
way.
100.
You know what?
Not disc 1 to 100.
No. Track 1 to 100. I'm gonna reference All My Loving by Rick Fellini. It's a great classic song. In the Name of Love by Casanova.
In the name of love.
Ding-a-ling.
I like that song. I like that song. I like the song. I forgot it. I like the song. Need for joy!
Why do they have Over and Over by Mr. Groove here? I still
Pointing your finger, looking for someone to blame.
I love Baby Queen 17 by Marco Polo, but it was very difficult to listen to after I turned 17. Express Love.
This is not an express love. This is not an express lane.
This is me calling out for you. Calling out for love. I love that song so much.
I like that song too.
Such a great song. Hi, hi, hi. Dance Across the Nations. Gotcha by Domino. And yes, I know I've exceeded 5.
Fuck you, fuck you. They should have put the English version on it.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Go Go Money by Neo. And 1, 2, 3, 4 Fire by Dijo.
I'm still a little upset that Drago Sajente was on there out of like representation, but I understand it was popular in Japan, so
How would you rate Disc 2?
I would give it a 7.5.
I'd give it a 7 again.
Oh, really?
For different reasons, yeah. I don't know. Like, maybe there's just... I like old songs. I like old songs being brought back up from the past. I like little hidden gems being returned, but I don't know. I just felt like there was a lot of stuff missing. And it's not terrible, but I just feel like there are a lot of components missing.
They got to track 90 and I'm like, oops. Disc 3, J-Euro Super Hits 50.
50.
Not 250, this is just 50. One thing that I don't like about anniversary collections is that they like to put in the J-Euro CD as the extra CD, and that makes me sad a little bit, because J-Euro is not as produced as well, in my opinion, as Italian Eurobeat. The J-Euro made by Italian Eurobeat makers sounds great, but stuff made by Japan exclusive artists for the Eurobeat sound has a more tinier, like, bad stuff.
It doesn't have the same production value feel.
No.
It doesn't have the same people behind the desks doing the work.
Pressing the knobs, touching the keyboard.
No, it doesn't have the same feel, and there are some J-Euro songs that are really fun, but most of it's pretty standard, pretty average.
And a lot of it is Eurobeat remixes of J-pop music.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad because J-pop music follows the same structure as Eurobeat, so it fits. There's a lot of Yumi Hamasaki. Break into the night.
Okay, just to be very basic here, there's a lot covered, but there's also a lot missing in this CD. And again, it's 50 songs. They are longer songs, longer tracks. than on discs 1 and 2. And moving on to this disc, we're at approximately, I want to say, a minute and 10 to 15 seconds per song on average.
And I understand that they're going with the 250 theme, but the change in format does kind of take away from the overall listen feel of the album, if that makes sense.
Mathematically, it adds up, but strategically for presentation, I don't know. There are a mix of songs on this that were originally produced by the Italian Eurobeat labels, and then there are also versions, as Phil already said, produced in Japan that were later covered by Eurobeat artists. So you do have that mix of J-Euro present on this CD, which I think is good.
Yeah. It ain't my cup of tea, so to speak. I appreciate it for being Eurobeat, and I do enjoy some of the music on here. I'm a fan of Kia Kiss.
Something I do want to point out about this CD is the sound quality from track to track is not consistent.
We lost the master file of this one song that we need, and Italy doesn't have it.
We did an oopsie. So that was kind of annoying, is listening to one song and having it be really great quality, and then having it transition. Nice transitions, no real issue with the transitions, but then transition to a song that has really poor sound quality, and wondering what's happening. Now, I personally like J-pop a lot more. I listen to J-pop and like Japanese pop more than he currently does. Yes. He likes K-pop.
Yep, but very specific.
Very specific.
Same with my J-pop, but I like old J-pop. New K-pop, old J-pop. How about that?
I like older J-pop too. Yeah, 90s and early 2000s. But I'm knowing the Eurobeat stuff that was done with Japanese pop, knowing the artists, knowing all that, this mix does not impress me. And I know this is maybe my specific taste. I know it's maybe your specific taste, but I'm not moved by it. Though there is a lot of move on the CD.
And wasn't one of them not even the Eurobeat version?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's Move though, so that's forgivable.
I really like Move. They have this great song, Gamble Rumble. It's on this CD, and it's not the Eurobeat version. However, to counter that, I really do like track number 24, Believe, from Folder 5. I'm happy they threw in TM Network, which is a really big deal of a band in Japan. It's also a band I personally really like. I know he doesn't really care for him. Now, what surprised me, and I have to talk about this, is I did not know track number 44, Sugar Baby by Yoko, existed.
Oh, is it like at Sugar Baby, the
Yeah,
Sugar
it's like
Baby
a
by
cover.
Lexus?
It's covered.
Huh.
There's no Dream on this J-Euro CD,
That almost seems sacrilege.
considering how much covering Dream did. And TM Network, hell yeah.
It's -1.
Now we shall break out the booklet for Super Eurobeat Volume 250, which has a bunch of little word art.
And it does it on the back too.
Fact of the matter is, this is a black and white booklet. Can you show them photos? So you'll see it is a black and white booklet with photos, signature scans, akin to older releases indeed, but all black and white. I hate to be an obnoxious complainer here, but there are some things that need to be said.
No Aaron Lee Gordon.
No Wickfield?
No Wakefield.
I know there are better photos that exist for almost all of these. Not all of them, but almost all of them. Show fast way.
Where you can't even see him.
I'm not impressed with the black and white photos. And they're so tiny considering the space area. It's just, I don't know. Also, some of their signatures don't show up well.
You can't even read the beginning in Nuage's message, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, it's scanned very poorly. I don't understand what happened here technology-wise. I don't feel like there's much of an excuse to be had.
I just think the same sort of production time and money budget that went into the previous CDs obviously haven't been going into the series as of late, and it shows.
There's also an empty corner space area where there's another additional piece of artist information that could have been included.
Who would you have included?
Well, I think we know who I would have included, but, just some other ideas as well. Laurent Galmetti, Laurent Newfield isn't present in the booklet. And then obviously Karen Wainwright or Thomas Marin. There's plenty of people that could have been included in this booklet that were simply omitted, and then there's just an empty corner.
What I wish is Leslie Parrish, because we have Cherry, but we don't have Leslie Parrish. I'm a little upset over that, but...
I will say that in general, on the main cover of this CD, I love the aesthetic. I love
Very
this.
sparkle.
Yeah, I love this.
The trading Sailor Moon trading cards I used to get from Japan that have this sort of holographic.
Oh my god,
on
the
it.
sticker one?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the bonus sticker.
Yeah.
So in Super Eurobeat Volume 100, we got pictures of some of our favorite singers, some of them being just models, some of them actually being the singers for the first time. In Super Eurobeat Volume 150, people got a calendar poster of the Super Eurobeat volumes from 100 to 150. What did we get in Super Eurobeat 250,
A
Phil?
sticker! With an advertisement for the CD you bought on the back.
Yay!
Yay!
Well coordinated.
This sticker is the last Super Eurobeat thing, maybe, of this series that will sticker.
And there were people losing their minds over getting this sticker.
Well, my copy of 150 came with the poster.
I don't have 150. Included in the black and white booklet, there's also a little, just basic, history of Super Eurobeat section. And I actually really liked it. It's all written in Japanese, but you can find translations, or you can just read Nihongo desu ne. I personally really liked the little timeline. I thought it was a cute addition in the booklet. The quality in general could have been much better.
Especially it being the last one.
I could have made a whole poster of this and I would have hung it. It's the end. It's not everlasting.
It died. It ended. It's
It
the end. This is the
ended.
last one. There's not going to be a 251.
It's an anniversary. Are they going to celebrate or meditate?
No.
Because their relationship ended. Anything else to say?
Nope.
Okay, so Phil, overall,
Queso Phil? Cheese Phil?
cheesy Phil. Okay, so Phil. So Phil, concluding this, what do you think of Super Eurobeat Volume 250, the last of its kind, as of right now?
I preferred Best of Eurobeat 2006.
That's very specific.
I like the look of the CD. It's nice in my little display cabinet. A little disappointed, a little not disappointed. Sad that it's over. Hope that they release other Eurobeat compilations outside of this. Physical ones, not just like
Digital
digital,
downloads.
yeah.
You know, I have to say, I own a lot of these anniversary non-stop albums, and to me, one of the best ones is Super Eurobeat 200. And I believe, as of right now, it's still being produced.
Is it Junction produced?
Why did you say that? No, Phil, it is not Junction produced.
Oh, so it's not VIP.
Stop. So my opinion would be, not trying to trash 250. I love Eurobeat. I love this CD as a part of my collection. These
But I like
CDs
things to everlast.
I like things that are actually more seemingly everlasting, and 200 had a much more everlasting air, with an additional 50 volumes following it than 250 does. Yes, if you're looking to get a Eurobeat CD that's the newest out, that's the last.
Don't expect the
Ouch.
sticker though.
Anyway, if I was to say, should you buy your Super Eurobeat 250, I would say yes. If you want the most recent album, if you want an album that's aesthetically incredibly appealing, I really like the shiny.
Don't wait for the next volume because you can be waiting a long time.
Yes.
Just to let you know, if we haven't drilled that in, this is the last one.
No, so you should buy it, but
You bought it for me.
should you buy Super Eurobeat Volume 250, if it's something that you're interested in and it's something you want, definitely go out and get it. Get it while it's still in print. Get it while it's still available. Can't guarantee the sticker, but can guarantee at least the music. So this concludes our review of Super Eurobeat Volume 250. I hope you guys watched. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, if you have any thoughts on the CDs, you bought this, you know, write your comments down below. Let us know what your favorite songs are, what songs you would have preferred seeing on the CDs, and just any feedback, really, because, you know, everybody has their own taste. So
It's like we're different people.
I know! Keep it classy, guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you in the next video.
Listen to Eurobeat.
And listen to Eurobeat. Bye-bye.
And see.